Oh, for crying out loud.
Terry.
Oh, why am I not surprised? Sheriff's Department!
Terry?
Terry!
Hey, what do you guys want?
We have a warrant this time. Let us in. The lady at that house over there,
Okay.
looking out her window and
Hi.
seeing...
What?
What did she see?
She saw me.
Uh-huh.
Totally partying.
Can you describe partying for me, please,
I
in
get
more
a
detail?
cake,
Mm-hmm.
and then I get my flute, and I go like this.
Terry, can I ask you a question?
What?
Is that flute another man's penis?
Whoa, time out.
No, time in.
No, there's
Game-
no timeouts.
Game
There's
in.
no timeouts in
We're
life.
back in play.
Well, maybe the flute has balls.
Okay, now we're
I
getting
said
somewhere.
maybe, I didn't say it. Yeah.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to video message number 29.
It's Bob here. I got a question.
I would never do something like that. First of all, I have a girlfriend who I love very much.
Her name is?
Michelle.
Michelle. What's she look like?
She's super tall. I just flew in. I'm recording an album. It's called Terry South Bitch Live.
I woke up yesterday morning with a spring in my step.
Start later, please.
I could never know where the day was.
Fast forward ahead.
Listen up, the ratings just came in for last month. We are number one. We just grabbed every key demographic. Super duper. That's nice. Way to go. Neato, gang. Yes. Boy, that was good news.
It is the third day of January 2025. Good morning, everybody. Welcome to Friday morning on the Power Trip Morning Show. Here we are. Big weekend ahead. Big show ahead. Here we go. Carly Zucker's coming in. We got Martin Galarna. We got Mark Parish. One more day without Saucy. Maybe he'll be back this week. We think he will be. But, of course, this weekend, Vikings versus Detroit. Sunday night, this radio station, I believe pregame probably start around 5, maybe 5:30. I haven't seen yet. I know they put out a schedule. I just haven't looked at it yet. But it's a big game. It all comes down to this, ladies and gentlemen. We'll break that down and much more. So let's get her started. I think maybe even Johnny Kriesel coming in today, too, but we'll find out. Here is some comedy from Dwight Slade. So it's Friday morning. Get on up. Well, hopefully you can stay in bed. But if you can't, get on up. Come on in. I'm glad you're here.
I don't know if it's cold to you people. I don't know. Don't want to get into it with Minnesota people. All right, I've already been through that 3 times this week. I'm like, man, it's freezing. Oh, you think this is cold? Oh, boy, here we go. You should have been here in 1970. 275 below zero. I'm not lying. I went ice fishing up at Lake Okanagan. Cut the end of my damn thumb off. It froze up like a Tootsie Pop. I had to blow it back to life. I had to suck my own thumb back. That's cold, you son of a... I was eating Bengay to keep warm. You want to go time? You want to try me? Now what do you want to say to me? All right, sir, you win. You win the cold award. Don't patronize me till you've been up and leg off and off and talking.
It's already Friday, January 3rd of 2025. This is the Power Trip Morning Show. My name's Corey Cove. There's Chris Hockey. There's Zachary Halverson. Expecting Sauce back. Maybe on Monday, it sounds like. Sounds like Monday. And there's Johnny K. Johnny Kriesel. Hi, Johnny.
What's up? Happy Friday.
Can I ask the obvious question?
Yes.
Does Chloe already have her eye on Louis Lambert?
Yes.
Oh, man. Can you only imagine?
She's obsessed with babies. And every time I get a new photo, and I'm like, oh, I need to see.
Well, yeah, she's scouting.
He's so little. And I'm like, yeah, you were this little once. Seems like 4 minutes ago, but...
Yeah, it does seem like 4 minutes ago. That's how it works. It sucks. It's the best part and the worst part. But it sounds like Daddy Sauce back on Monday. That's what I call him now, Daddy Sauce.
That's interesting.
Yeah, well, it's the choice that I've made, and there's no going back.
Sounds like everything's going well, sleep-wise and everything, so that's good. I know no one ever tells you that, when you're about to have a child or whatever, no one tells you the good stuff. It's always the stuff that sticks in their mind is usually like, oh, they woke up every hour and this and that. So the lead up to it, and I'm like, whatever, it's going to be fine. I got 4 weeks off of work for it. And I never got better sleep in my entire life than I did when Chloe was newborn. She was the easiest baby on the planet. And now she tells me she wants me to go back to the war.
Which is one of the all-time burns.
Big time. She hasn't said it since, and she showed remorse, but yeah.
You should go back to war.
Yeah, I want you to go back to the war.
How genuine is that remorse, though? Or is she just kind of
I didn't
putting a face on
I
it?
gave zero reaction. And so then she came back into the room like 5 minutes later and goes, I am so sorry I said that. I don't want you to go back. I know it's dangerous
I was
over
drunk.
there. Yeah. She's like, I got into your Coors Light.
Can we forget about what I said when I was drunk?
Yeah, exactly.
Hey, speaking of war, there's a transition.
Yeah.
What is it good for?
You just mentioned to me right before the show started off the air that the war on Sunday night, according to a couple of stories here, is the highest over-under in 3 years?
Yeah.
Is that right?
ESPN said at one point it hit 57.5, which is the NFL's highest since 2021 and the second highest in the past 5 seasons, according to ESPN Bet. So, I mean, that is
shootout on Sunday night in Detroit.
And like we were talking off air, these offenses are borderline unstoppable. Lions offense is more unstoppable than the Vikings, of course. Mm-hmm. And I think they're averaging 33.5 a game or something like that. On offense, we're 26-ish per game. But their defense is awful. And I think the Vikings are going to win. But it's going to be, I don't think I've been this excited for a regular season game in my entire adult life. I mean, there's been some big ones, but this is just, I mean, on this
Chris
show,
had a couple over there.
This show, how long have we been talking like, well, that would be cool if it came down to week 17 or week 18 for all the marbles. But was it really the odds of it lining up like this perfectly? Insane.
It's historically big, right? With the records being 14-2 each. That's unbelievably coincidental that two powerhouses are in the same division, and that was the divisional game that was scheduled for the final week of the year. Pretty crazy. And they both obviously have something to play for. They're still playing for the number 1 seed.
Now, how different would it be if the top 2 seeds got, well, and again, never mind, because it doesn't matter because we're in the same division. That's the thing, is it's like the fact, if these were two opposite, if it was
right, back when NFC, it was top 2 get the bye.
Right, and we weren't teams from the same division.
Right.
Because obviously even back then,
they'd probably
be
both call off the dogs.
Yeah.
Because they both have a lot to lose, right? Yeah. You don't want to get injured. But Dan Campbell doesn't seem to care.
Which I think that's going to come back to bite him in the fact that he did have a lot of people playing in that game. That's a shorter week. They were playing on Monday. It's just a weird deal. I so strongly disagreed with them going for it last week. It just felt weird. I think it's going to come back to haunt. I hope it comes back to haunt them. But you win this game and you won the wild card round. You know what I mean?
Right. It's the equivalent.
You're getting that one extra week off to rest, but also then all you have to do is win one home game, and you're in the NFC Championship game. It's nuts.
Pretty cool.
I'm glad I kept my tattoo.
I want you to go back to war.
Go back to the war.
So anyway, Marnie will be here in a little bit. Carly in a little bit. No Parrish today.
No Parrish today.
No, that's Carly's filling in for him in initials.
When did we find that out?
I found out yesterday because I was about to promote initials on social.
Yeah.
And I always think on Thursdays, you know what? I might want to send Mark a text just in case.
Well,
and I go, hey, are you're back tomorrow, right? And about 3 hours later, he goes, nope, I'm not back till the 9th. And I'm like, okay. Didn't know that.
Yeah.
So, and I had to scramble, and Carly was available.
Heard me say that he is on today. My apologies.
Oh.
Just said it. I didn't know.
So he'll be back the 9th. So is that, no, what day is that?
Who knows?
So that's next Thursday. So he'll be back
he won't
the 10th.
Be back next Thursday.
Right. But maybe he just means he's back in the cities the 9th. Maybe he's doing NHL Network. I don't know what he's doing.
No,
I don't even think Nikki does.
You know, the funny thing is, he told me at the X, we talked about this, and I not only did I completely forget that he wasn't going to be here today, I forgot why he wasn't going to be here.
It's got to be hockey related.
I think it's NHL Network.
No, it doesn't have to be.
Is the not Bally Sport? Is the FanDuel Sports Network studio that he works out of? Is that at the X?
They do all the home games they do on site.
Okay, just a little studio there. So that's the
and the concourse.
Cool.
They just have a desk that they roll out for pregame and postgame. They don't even do intermission anymore. It's a nice gig.
Yeah, it gets boring after a while.
It's a lot of games.
I saw via text last night, Chris, and I did it as well yesterday. You watched Cunk On Life?
Man, I thought it was excellent.
What is this?
Excellent.
So we got to be careful. Philomena Cunk, C-U-N-K.
And I heard you guys struggling with the name.
Fictional character. She did this series, Cunk on Earth. It was a series of short episodes. They're like fake documentaries. It's just brilliant. The new one that came out yesterday is about a little under an hour and a half. It's just one feature length thing instead. I didn't find it as funny as the series, but when it hit, man, I almost peed my pants about 4 times.
I know.
The Technotronic thing gets me every time. I was crying when Pump Up the Jam came on. Your bit when she's looking at the paint, just says, "What the F is this?" Clear as day. Oh God, I laughed super hard at that point.
So many jokes went by so quickly. I mean, there were just a million little jokes, man.
Yeah,
that was awesome.
It's very funny.
What is this on?
It's on Netflix. It makes me it totally makes me want to go back and watch the Cunk on Earth series now because, man, she's funny.
She's great.
It's been long enough where I think it would feel like watching it for the first time again if I started it over.
Every time she talked about our souls.
Yeah.
And
she has a British accent, so she would say our souls, and she would ask about like how clean our souls are.
Man, how clean are our souls?
Yeah, and of course, she's actually talking about a-holes, and the people that are answering the questions have no idea that she's just toying with them. Man, I could sit there and watch her interview people forever. Man. It's a little bit like Beavis and Butthead. When they're doing the videos, I'm laughing my ass off. When they're doing the cartoon, it's like, all right, this is fine, but I just want to get back to the music videos. That's how I feel about the series, is when she's walking around doing just the voiceover stuff, it's like, okay, that's kind of cool. But when she sits down and does the interviews, I could watch that for 16 hours straight. It's so good. She's awesome.
Need to check it out. Is there going to be Beast Game discussion?
John's
I haven't seen
on board.
the latest episode yet.
I
haven't
did.
seen it. Yeah, you did?
I'm caught up.
Yeah.
You caught up?
John's in.
Yep. I started it and zoomed all the way.
Ugh.
People are dumb.
Is the latest episode infuriating?
I wouldn't recommend Corey watch it.
Well, I'm not going to.
All right.
I would say the first 3 episodes you should. This last one, I would skip. If your
head's going to explode,
bad. Oh,
you would in particular might not make it through alive.
Really? I didn't realize how many people just cry.
Oh yeah.
All they do is cry.
And that's one of this episode.
It's just a sob fest over nothing. There are times and places where tears are appropriate. There's almost been no situations in this series that tears have been appropriate. Yet I don't think I've ever watched a show that there's been more crying.
Yeah.
You know, one of the appropriate times to cry is when you have an opportunity to hit a button to take $1 million, but then you don't, and then you get home and look in the mirror. That's when you should be crying for days.
And the people down below yelling up,
Don't do it.
Don't do it. Integrity. All of this, and be loyal. You don't know these people. If
God.
Anybody that has played the game Survivor and been on that show, I'm sure they're screaming the hell that they have to go through for the nearly 30 days to win $1 million. All this, dude, any of those people, the 2 guys and the gal had to push the button.
Push the button.
That's it. And they're standing up there like, this is something to be proud of.
Yeah.
It's the exact opposite, right? It's embarrassing that you're not hitting the button.
Because it's not a team game. And as you see, there are moments that they trick. Every time it appears to be a team game, it's a trick. But you keep falling for the trick. And then they dangle a $1 million carrot in front of you.
Yep.
And you're like, no, I'm going to stand by all of these strangers.
For my friends.
And then, My friends.
I wouldn't do it for you guys.
Exactly.
Right.
Or should you?
This last,
If it was my closest friends, they'd be yelling, push the button.
Take the money.
Oh, that's an unbelievable KFAN Beast Games idea. How much money would it take for one of us to hit a button where we get money and everyone else gets canned?
$76.
Yeah. You didn't have to hit it yet.
It's going to get bigger. Man, that would be a fun little game of chicken.
Yeah.
Who hits it first?
Oh, man. I know. And then the next round, the guy goes out and he pretends he's fine with it.
Yeah.
Oh, you idiot.
How do you go back to
And that
your
was the guy
actual
living out
friends
of
and
his car.
family?
I know. Guy living out of his car.
Oh, is he really?
Oh, yeah. Still there, by the way. A little chilly out there today.
Yeah.
Think of your actual friends and your actual family when they see you pass $1 million and then lose.
Tim would unfriend me.
And then they say, you did that for your friends you met 2 days ago? What
Right.
about us? You could have had that for us.
Right.
Oh, my God.
Toss that in the investment account. Let it breathe.
No, that's something a smart person would do.
Yeah, it's true. It's ridiculous, but
they
I
want to
can't
be friends
stop
with
watching.
Mr. Beast. They want to be friends with him. They want to be, viral and social media influencers.
I do like Mr. Beast. He seems like an actually nice guy, and his friends seem like nice guys too. They're they're playing the bit like they've got to be jerks, but then you see them interacting with everyone, and you can see that they're seemingly decent people.
The part that drives me crazy about them was when they go, "Oh my God!
Yeah.
It's so much money!"
Right? But also, Chris, were they wrong?
No.
They're going, "You stupid sons of bitches! Hit the button!" Ridiculous.
Ridiculous.
But entertaining.
Zachary, do we know how many episodes it is total?
10.
10?
Oh, man, is it really?
I believe it's 10. So we'll see how long they can drag this out. They need to.
We'll see. More of the Power Trip Morning Show on a Friday morning after this on The Fan.
The Fan.
So there you go. It looks like the pregame starts at 5 on Sunday. 5 o'clock. I wish Chad would send out a schedule.
Agreed. Just so I have a general idea of what's going on.
I know. I got to technically, feed the coal into the machine and turn it on. Be good to know what time I need to be at the stadium. But what are you going to do? Power Trip Morning Show on a Friday. Here we are. And Carly and Marnie are going to be here. Kriesel's here. Zach's here. That's about all I know.
And again, things can change, but we're hearing Sauce should be back on Monday.
It's the word on the street. It's cold on that street out there. It's freezing.
I just don't think he can pass up an opportunity to talk Vikings Lions. I think he wants to jump in on that.
That could be.
Maybe, he might mention his son, but I think it's more Vikings Lions related.
That could be.
You never know.
I never know. I never know what he's doing.
He'll bury the lead.
I wonder if he'll join us on the pregame on Sunday night. I bet he does.
Because he just has to call in.
Yeah.
He did from the hospital last week.
I mean, that's true.
He probably will. I have faith in him.
I think Charlie Chaplin was funny in person.
I know almost none of his work. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like a lot of those old timey things, like even like Laurel and Hardy and stuff. Like, I know of them. I get the gist of it, but I don't know any of the work. I've never seen it.
Yeah. I can't hear any of it. I turn it up.
Yeah, there's that.
Imagine if they
Three Stooges
played it real, and like if they're getting hit in the head by their friend, that they actually just drop an F-bomb.
Really yeah, right.
Instead of just, why I oughta.
Yeah, right.
You're right, though, just from afar. He doesn't seem super
Doesn't
funny.
seem like a good guy.
No.
No.
What about close up?
What about from Jafar?
Yeah, from Aladdin.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I go
That
to
parrot on his shoulder.
What should I do on Saturday night in Detroit?
Well, I mean, I know what I would normally tell you, but look, I you got to face your own demons. But I know what I would do. But
What if all your demons?
Do they have any massage parlors there? I was listening to Best Of.
Now we're just picking which demon he wants to face.
Right. What if all your demons are fun?
Chris's story about the massage.
Yeah. The massagey.
Brilliant.
I'm looking.
My clean butthole.
I'm looking at the MGM Grand Detroit. There's a lot of windows.
Yeah, go wave.
I could.
I've
but
been there.
They're having fun.
It's a, sheesh. I don't know, 25, 30-minute Uber ride into Detroit from the hotel. I just don't know if it's worth it.
You guys stay that far out of town?
We do now.
I suppose.
Didn't used to, huh?
No, I used to stay right down the street. Used to be a nice walk.
So this is one of those situations, again, where you're not going to see PA or Pete or Jared or Ben on Saturday night. That just doesn't happen almost on the road, almost ever.
Back in the day, but no, not anymore.
Now you guys have all just gone your separate ways.
Yeah.
Not that you guys don't like each other. It's just one of those, like, let's just, this is our weekend to just disconnect from the family and might as well kick our feet up and get room service and do nothing. Yeah,
last year when we played there, it was cold and a little snowy, and I walked down the street until I found a place. And as I was leaving the hotel, Ben was walking out the door at the same time I was, and it was one of those, okay, both see you later. And he went one way and I went the other. It was very awkward.
Yeah.
But we both...
made the right choice.
Well, we realized we didn't want to put each other in the spot. Like, he didn't ask me if I wanted to go, and I didn't ask him if he wanted to go. It was perfect.
Now, do you have to do any prep, like ahead of time? Are you having to do any research or anything like that?
Just a little bit, but I mostly do that. I most of the time I come in here before I go get on the plane and do it here.
Okay, in like an hour, 2 hours?
Oh, yeah, and maybe an hour. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And now Ben and PA. And
PA's got stuff, and he's got chapel, and Ben, he likes to masturbate.
Sure.
Really?
Yep. And it's a ritual. He does it, and I mean, he lights candles. It literally is a ritual. He summons demons.
God bless him.
It sounds like he's summoning demons in there. Normally my hotel room's right beside his, and I hear him summoning demons.
Not the demons that you're into, though.
No, I don't want to know about his demons.
So will you go wave at casino goers?
I don't think I'm gonna. I think I might just stay at the hotel and summon my own demons.
There you go.
Yeah.
Maybe you should actually do that. Why don't you go to Target and get a Ouija board and then just, bring some candles to the hotel and see what happens.
Don't you need two people for that?
I am so against hanging out with people. I won't get a Ouija board.
Oh,
it's
Zachary.
an IG board.
You can do it by yourself. Trust me.
Really?
It's actually easier. Then you can just spell any word you want.
Yeah. And if that sumbitch starts moving, you know it's real.
Yeah.
Because you didn't do it.
You didn't do it.
Right.
Right. That's a good point. If you play the Ouija game with anybody else, technically you're like, I bet Zach's moving it.
Yeah.
But when it's like, who at the fan should die first? And I'm like, SAUCE. I'm like, nailed it.
Yeah.
I spelled it correctly on the first guess and everything. It's really cool.
I don't know if we can technically say he's, from the fan. He doesn't make any money, but and I guess we haven't seen him, but how's Tommy still alive?
Oh my God. The calorie intake.
It's not just the calorie intake. I thought about this a lot yesterday because we talked about it after the show, and like the amount of food he described eating, if you sat it on this table, you would say, well, you can't get that into a belly. If you took a human stomach and sat over here and then said, here's this amount of food, you would say, well, that's physically impossible to put that kind of mass inside that space.
Right. Even on my 600-pound life.
Yeah.
They would say no.
Right.
I can't do that.
Right.
Well, do you remember when Michael Phelps was dominating, didn't we read that he would eat like 8,000 to 10,000 calories a day? But also, of course, he's essentially burning fuel 24 hours a day.
Right.
Because his body's in that. So I don't know if that was true or not, but I remember those were the stories that it's something like 8,000 calories a day. And we said, how can you do that? Well, if you're burning them like crazy.
Yeah.
And you're young and you have metabolism and you're a world-class swimmer, makes a little sense.
But when on your work road trips across the state of Minnesota, how many calories are you burning sitting with your vehicle in cruise control, essentially?
Well, it depends. If he has 1 foot up on the dash, he's burning some calories.
That's true. Yeah. Yeah, that's true.
Good Lord.
Yeah, right.
If he's peeing into his Gatorade bottles, he's probably losing a couple of calories.
According to what he said yesterday, even his Twitter account is trouble for him. And, those ladies are pretty.
Do you guys think he's got a bit of an addictive personality?
I think
think almost everybody
running
here.
from the truth, which is how he burns the most calories.
Brilliant. Yep.
Oh, aren't we all, though?
Amen, brother.
I do
I'm just
no
trying
running.
to escape the abyss, and it's getting closer every day.
That's another good question, fan related. I'm trying to think of the people that definitely don't have an addictive personality here at the fan.
Oh, come on.
It's almost everybody.
Yeah, I mean,
on some level.
Obviously, I do. I'm just waiting for the next addiction to start. I have to choose. I wake up every morning. I'm like, roll the dice.
Definitely.
It's masturbation today.
Definitely me. Definitely Jane.
I think at the end of every Chris Hockey day, the old man from Indiana Jones and the Last Crusade just goes, he chose poorly.
Why can't I be addicted to like going to church?
Right.
Oh, he chose poorly. Oh.
Well,
go to chapel with PA on Saturday night.
I've thought about it.
Well, here, if that's the angel on your shoulder, then let me be the demon. While he's saying go to chapel, I'm saying go to the casino. You're going to make more money there.
When Philomena's standing beside Adam and Eve.
Oh, God. And he bends over.
I know. It's the best. The look on her face, man.
That was so much fun.
It's a good bit. The whole bit was great.
She would just say things like, only 40% of people have skeletons. And the guy would just look at her like, where are you getting that number? Only 40%. The rest, what did you say? The rest of people are just pure meat? Or something like that?
Pure meat. Somebody was like a sausage.
Yeah, Burt Lancaster.
Burt Lancaster was 100%
God,
meat.
that's a funny bit, man.
It was a
I
funny
like that
bit.
show.
When she says, can I call you Brian or do you prefer?
Yeah. That guy is kind of famous.
Yeah, he's very famous.
I've seen
He's
that
like
guy.
Neil deGrasse Tyson.
Yeah, Brian Cox, right?
Yeah, Brian Cox,
yeah, Brian's great.
Yeah,
He's
can
the
I
guy
call you
that's-
Brian or do you prefer?
He tries to explain the Big Bang Theory and what they're doing with the Large Hadron Collider or whatever in whatever city that's in, trying to recreate the Big Bang by smashing subatomic particles together at the speed of light. And she's making fun of him. One of the best things in the whole hour and a half. Am I wasting your time? And he's like, well, yes.
Yeah.
It was like the one moment of just complete realism, right, where she just asked, am I wasting your time? And he goes, yep, you sure are. We're probably wasting your time as well, but we'll do front page sports after this on The Fan.
The Power Hour begins at 8 a.m. You can watch it at KFAN.com/watch. It's all thanks to Quantum Fiber, your world unleashed.
Hey, morning, everybody. Chris, how was New Year's Eve for you guys? What'd you guys do?
Fantastic. We always go to do hibachi, and as Chloe calls it, fire dinner.
Fire.
And we've done that every year with her. And so that was fun. Tim and Cara joined us, Grandpa and Denise. And then we went back to the house, just Kayla, Chloe, and I. We did the fake ball drop.
What time? Because I love that bit. Every parent with a young kid in that range has to pull that off once in a while because you don't want that kid to stay up till midnight.
No.
What time did you pull the fake ball drop?
It was about 9.
Genius.
So it was perfect. And then wife and I stayed up till the regular one, went to bed at 1. And it was great. It was a nice, quiet evening.
What'd you use for the fake ball drop? Netflix or something? Or what did you use? YouTube?
YouTube. There was one, and it was kind of a kids-themed one. And
good.
She was super excited about it. And, yeah, drank her sparkling grape juice. And
Haven't seen you since Christmas. Did she cash in?
She did, yeah.
Was it magic?
It's always magic. Now, this year was a little less, and not in a bad way, because I freaking love my wife's family and all that. The only day that worked for everyone, and we host, was Christmas Day. And so it was immediately like all the magic for Chloe. She loved it. It was sweet. And then immediately, all right, let's get the tables in here. Let's get set up for, we had like 20 people over. So next year, we're going to just plan far in advance and have it on the Saturday before or Saturday after. But there's nothing like it. Just the joy and the magic. And then just while she's talking about it, she's just like, I just can't believe this. Santa is so awesome. He gets to so many houses and all the.
That's so cool.
It's there's just nothing.
Yeah, man.
It makes you a kid again.
Yeah.
You get to live vicariously through them. So, yeah.
Then you get to chase your demons.
Yeah.
Right?
Yes.
Yes. Just let them run.
Yeah, let them run.
They need exercise, too.
They probably do.
Yeah.
My demons are fat asses.
Time now for Front Page Sports, presented by Holiday Station Stores.
Holiday Station Stores. Yeah, there's a lot of sports thanks to Holiday. Buy two, get one free for a limited time. Monster Energy. I went with the white monster today. That's not a euphemism. Buy two, get one free. Those 16 ounces. Go get some energy drinks. Monster at Holiday. Notre Dame, Georgia. You guys watch it?
Yes.
Man, Notre Dame kicked their ass.
Yeah, I didn't think Notre Dame looked great. Mm-mm. It was more about, man, Georgia just didn't have any firepower. That, I don't think Carson Beck's that great either, but, man, the drop-off in quarterback was pretty significant.
A million drops, too.
Yeah, it didn't help. So, it was more about what Georgia couldn't do, but Notre Dame was solid, but they win 23-10 over Georgia, so they're moving on. The 7 seed upsets the 2 seed, and Notre Dame in the Final Four.
All right, who's got the channel changer over there?
I can throw it on here quick. What do we got?
Turn to channel 722.
Hurry up, Core.
I didn't realize this existed.
Whoops. I think I just accidentally turned it off.
I mean, come on. This is like the Ocho.
Why is this thing not turning on here?
Well, it was on for a second.
I saw that. Here we go. Now let's try this.
Don't press it again.
Here it comes.
I just saw it flick.
Hit the big... Oh, there
it goes.
Okay.
Hit the big Xfinity button.
You guys all right? I feel like I'm waiting on Sauce to look at something on Google.
We got too many... Oh, no, don't you have to do this bit, Zachary? Oh, God, this takes forever. Let's go.
H. Let me just tell you what's
It's
on.
searching for signal.
When does it do this?
I don't know.
When we're live on...
Yeah, right.
There we go. Oh, gosh, turn the volume down.
722.
Oh, ESPN News.
Oh,
Papa Shot.
Papa Shot National Championship.
Yeah, this is the Papa Shot National Championship. And this guy's terrible.
We got Kurt.
Oh, my God.
Like I can't.
Kurt, you're missing.
It's like Rudy Gobert from the free throw line.
I mean, he's just crumbling under the
What the hell is
AJ
he
would
doing?
crushing him in this.
Do you remember when we played Papa Shot against Sauce and he quit after 3 shots?
He quit almost immediately.
Yeah.
As soon as he knew he was going to lose, he quit.
How did you get there?
I don't know how this guy's in the championships.
Dude, PBR is going to pull their sponsorship here.
I feel like I would do about 50% as good as this guy, but this guy's a world-class Papa Shotter.
On a good day, when I've taken my Adderall, I'd kick his ass.
Look at him. Do you just see even he shrugged his shoulders like, I'm sorry, I shouldn't be here.
Okay, here comes Luke Lorick out of Loveland, Colorado.
This guy's got a sleeve on.
Oh, this guy's
this guy sucks.
He loves the Gamecocks.
This guy loves Gamecock.
His motto is don't hate, just tailgate.
And he just holstered 2 fake pistols.
Why are these guys so bad?
Okay, wait. Well,
no,
this
is
he's
ridiculous.
terrible.
What are you doing?
I wonder if it's harder like that level. Maybe is the ball different?
I'm pretty sure it's
Is
just
this a
Papa
Make-A-Wish
Shot.
deal?
What is his
Did
problem?
they just pull these guys out of the streets?
I think they did.
Are you kidding me?
This is like when they do this.
The S word.
You know, when they do the Dr. Pepper, throw the football through the giant Dr. Pepper can for like $100,000 scholarship. That's about the skill level that we're watching.
He got worse than the last guy.
Do you see that there's a crowd of people sitting in stands watching the Papa Shot World Championship?
And some of them have
This
team
is
whatever.
Steele Stedham.
And then-
She's a lady.
Steele. And
her
it's
favorite
spelled
team's
like,
the Timberwolves.
Oh, then this is not going to go
I
well.
wonder if she's from Minnesota.
Her strategy is
I know she's not from someplace where they make
take
shots.
ball.
Make us
Making
proud,
hoop.
Steele.
Oh, my
She's
God.
0 for 3.
I mean,
My God, I
Hey,
swear to you guys, I'm better than this. I swear to God.
It's a
looks-
national championship.
This looks like Anthony Edwards from the 3-point line last night.
Yeah, he's terrible right now.
Yeah.
I don't know anybody.
Okay, here we go.
Oh, she's
Come
made 2
on.
in a row. There's 3.
27
There's 4.
is the
There's
number to
5.
beat.
There's
You could legitimately go to
There's
Dave and
6.
Buster's this afternoon and see somebody
7.
better than this.
Yes.
Okay.
she's got tattoos on her leg.
Stop throwing. Your
I'm going to tell you
time's
right
up.
now, none of these folks are any good.
No.
Here comes.
Hawk.
Yeah, I would.
Okay.
Here comes Megan Kittle out of St. Louis, Missouri.
She looks nice.
She looks nice. She looks like
a sitcom mom.
Yeah, she looks like she'd be on Reba McEntire's show.
Yeah, she likes the Pacers and the Fever, so she's
taking her time.
She likes
She's
Indiana.
kicking that ass.
You're a little bit ahead of us.
Yeah, you are
I
like
am?
Please
3
try not
seconds
to
ahead.
spoil
You're
I'm
still
sorry, I
ruining
didn't mean to
it.
spoil it. She started strong. Now she's terrible.
Oh my God, this is unwatchable.
We got to do the World Championship just between the four of us. I guarantee you we're better. Oh, she's got it now.
Well, we gotta wait for Sauce to
now she's on
would
fire.
be better than this.
Now she's on fire.
Okay, she's got it. She's got it.
Oh, yeah, she got a big one. Oh, they got bonus time. I like to when they hit the bonus time. Wow, she's kicking that ass
Yeah,
now.
she lit it up a little
Now
bit.
she's killing it.
Finally,
oh,
somebody
Lordy, look who's 40.
Worth watching.
And she's the one that was the least cocky. She just strolled up there.
Yeah.
And, oh, boy, she's doubling what
Yeah,
they
she's
did.
killed him.
Oh, this
Hey,
is
my Lord.
Okay. You don't need to run up the
I'm
score.
sorry.
All right.
Holy smokes.
Give her all the money.
That's
Yeah.
very unsportsmanlike.
I do wish they made them dress like they were playing beach volleyball.
I wonder why.
Oh, it is on the Ocho. See?
Yeah, it's the Ocho.
They got the bit going.
Yeah,
Look at
this is the
guy.
bit.
Look at this guy throwing gang signs.
Where is that?
Oh, wow.
So if that's the case here, hang on. What do we got the rest of the day here? We got
V Sports.
Yeah, on the Ocho later, the pubic hair trimming championship.
Yeah.
the dodgeball showcase, and it goes back to Sports Center. What?
Does it show?
Come on, Ocho.
Go back to the Papa shot on the guy. Does it say where it is? Like,
It's
where do you
got to
have
be in Vegas or something, right?
I would
Of course,
think.
it's PBR though.
Click the info button.
Yeah, click info, would you please?
Click the I button.
That's what I just did. It's just this remote takes forever.
More info. Oh, it doesn't even say it.
I can't believe it's sponsored by
Manscaped.
PBR and not sponsored by Limp Bizkit's new IPA, the Fred Thirst.
A shot.
That sounds amazing.
Barstool River North in Chicago, Illinois.
Oh, Chicago. Man, who would have known, guys? Maybe
Or
this
wait.
could be my purpose in life, because I don't have one.
Wait a minute. Well, but also Rock Hill, South Carolina. So there must just be regionals.
Oh, man.
All right, so for years we've debated because you think if you take a year off of everything and just try to focus on bowling that you could become a professional bowler,
Yes,
and most of
that's
us
right.
laugh at this.
Yes.
Now, what we just watched,
Yeah.
if you said I'm going to stop working at iHeart,
Yep.
I'm going to stop the band stuff, I'm going to go all in on Papa's Shot.
Yeah.
I'm going to spend the next year trying to be a pro.
Yep.
I am convinced you could be competitive.
I think I could do it right now. I think if I showed up not even sure what was going on.
I think you would have finished in the top 5 out of those 5.
Yeah, I'm going to tell you right now.
What's that 10,000 hour thing you got?
Malcolm Gladwell.
Yeah, Gladwell.
How about 10 minutes?
I think you're right. Again,
this.
I think the third guy that I saw shoot didn't even know what was going on. I think if I went there and drank a fifth of Jameson, I'd still do as well as most of them.
Maybe that's part of it. Maybe you have to drink a certain amount.
Yeah, because that takes away the
Pop a
pressure.
shot.
Yeah. takes away the
That's why
pressure.
they call
Yeah.
it that.
Yeah.
The Wild won in a shootout 4-3 over Alexander Ovechkin and the Capitals. Boldy scored the only shootout goal. Rossi had the game-tying goal about midway through the third.
Martini and Ross.
How about Ovechkin? He's only been back for 4 games since his long injury. Already scored 3 goals in 4 games.
Jeez.
But he couldn't get past the flower last night.
Not at the not in the shootout.
Not in the shootout, right.
Not in the shootout, he couldn't.
So what is he short now of Gretzky? Like 23, 2, 3, 4? Somewhere in that range. He's within striking distance if he just keeps this pace up. It could be this year.
Yeah, it very well could be. And that would be, I mean, I just can't believe that we're on the precipice of that. That's crazy.
Do you think they could allow timeouts in the middle of the Papa Shot World Championship?
I don't think so.
That'd be funny.
No, records, Zachary, are made to be broken.
That's very correct.
Mm-hmm. Except for don't break Limp Bizkit records, please. Just give them to me.
No.
Please don't break those.
I'll give them to you. But yeah, gutsy win by the Wild.
Gutsy.
You keep wanting to count them out, and then they keep throwing a couple more points up on the board. So
Like Pop Shot.
Exactly. So
now, yesterday you were saying Kirill is getting near.
Yeah, it's day to day, and then the good news was Jared Spurgeon, if you want to call it good, is week to week, which is better than I think we were worried about. So,
and when do we play them again?
And by the way, the guy that hit him only got 3 games because the NHL sucks.
Yeah.
Corey, are you still
What's
watching
that?
this?
Yeah, now they're doing.
Now
they're
when do we play them
at
again?
the same time.
Chance for revenge?
It's a couple weeks, I think.
Okay. Because immediately you just need to hop on the ice and just drop gloves and beat the absolute piss out of them.
Oh, this is awesome.
January 18th. That's right, because I was going to maybe go to that game, but then the Vikings are all good and stuff.
Right.
So probably going to be playing that weekend.
Wow,
So
what a throwdown we got going here.
Between Caputo and Lorick.
Oh, now it's against each other,
now
too.
it's two
Side by side.
one, yeah.
they should be able to push each other.
Like, that'd be throw off their shot if they pushed each other.
That's actually the son of the medium, the Long Island medium, Teresa Caputo.
Yeah.
Yep, that's her son.
How old is she?
Charles Caputo, the fifth.
Holy smokes.
Yeah, man.
Caputo is on
just
fire.
kicked his A word.
Yeah,
He knew,
just,
it.
I mean,
He knew he
it's-
was going to.
Okay, this is
Don't
what
shake his
I
hand.
expected to see.
Don't shake his hand.
All right. Yeah, that first round that we all made fun of looked like a warm-up round because now they're just lighting it
Yeah,
up.
now they're killing it.
Okay, now the
Now
dream
it
of
seems
you
right.
being a professional papa shotter is
Don't give up
quickly
on me.
dying.
I can afford to buy one of these, put it in my house, and practice like crazy.
I just wonder
Oh, they switch sides.
At what point do you say, you know what? I could be a national champion at this.
Look at Caputo.
Like, I was extremely
Doesn't miss.
good at Big Buck Hunter back in the day.
Whoa.
I'd
Oh,
destroy
yeah.
people in the bar for drinks.
Yeah.
I would drink for free all night.
Do you see the referee?
I don't think I could be a national champion.
No.
Look at the referee.
I mean, Teresa Caputo's kid isn't even missing.
God, he good.
Now he's just a machine.
You think
His net is screwed up. Now it's good.
you think that official brags about his job?
No. I don't think he tells his wife.
No, I don't believe he has a wife. I think he lives in a very lonely existence.
Why did dude quit?
I don't think that's not something you put on your online dating profile is like Papa Shot referee, right? You probably just keep that one to yourself.
Yeah.
Because he didn't get any bonus time, Chris.
No.
Caputo kept getting bonus time.
110 to 24.
Man,
He's in the Century Club, guys.
Threw the boots to him.
But this is why, this is what separates the men from the boys here. We knew Caputo going into this.
I'd
was
say pubic hair does that, brother.
Going to make a statement. Jeez.
Oh, the ladies versus the gentlemen.
Oh, that's progressive.
Okay, this is great.
Finally.
Kick her ass, dude. I almost fell down. Oh, I got to know if there's guys talking about this. What if they cuss? They aren't going to cuss, right?
No, not on the Ocho.
I like the audio.
Don't talk.
Oh, it's neck and neck going here.
Oh, it's neck and neck.
Both doing the bank, or both going without the bank, doing the swish.
Oh, my God. Listen to these guys.
Commentators. Make last couple to hit 40. Oh, I think it was just after, yeah. And so now it's up to the professor just to add to his total.
Oh, the professor.
But he's only won game one.
Oh, no.
38.
He got bonus time.
Kaczynski going for bonus points here. It won't matter at this point.
Come on,
He takes
Kaczynski.
round one.
We're watching the Papa Shop.
What does Steele do this next round? How does she come back?
She just needs one or two more makes, and she's in bonus time. So even though the score looked rather lopsided there, the final, because of the bonus time,
Right.
make that.
Oh,
she can
my
be right
God,
there
I
with
need this job.
the professor.
I can make this way more
takes on
exciting.
Josh Caputo, who's been dominant, over 100 points every time.
Oh, man, she can't make a shot.
Both players starting a little slow here.
Still Sedum, who noted
she's
going on, Steele?
She's studying women's sports back about 30 years.
Video
What are you
submission
doing?
to
Oh,
make
my
this
God.
All the work that Caitlin Clark did this year, Steele is pushing it backwards.
Position here, I don't know either one's going to make bonus
Yeah,
time.
she's rusty.
40 is the magic number.
Kaczynski is kicking her ass.
Maybe.
He did.
Oh,
Yes.
he made
and
bonus
unfortunately,
time.
Steele did not.
Little
So
Steele has not again.
Professor G has
Oh,
moved
she's
down
still
to the
shooting,
final
but it's
four.
over, Steele.
I want to go back to the
She's trying to shoot out of the slump.
Oh, man.
Oh,
Tough break, ladies.
come on, Kaczynski.
Just stay loose.
Exactly.
Kaczynski, you might as well just hang it up, though. The other guy's real good.
2.
Congrats to our semifinals.
I don't like the
Josh
bonus
Caputo
time.
I do.
and Luke Kaczynski.
It's like when
Moving on.
Charge gives us
What a
three
great
different
start to
players
this
in the final weekend.
National title. Bottom half of the bracket.
We'll do what really matters after this. More
Oh, no,
of the
we're not. We're going to watch the Papa Shop World Championship. I'll get
We
everybody
better
else.
break
really
down
matters.
so we get back by the time they're
Yours
done with
later.
break.
We got to
leader.
break right now.
more of the Ocho after this on the
KFAN.
Man, Kittle. George Kittle's wife is just kicking ass now in the Papa Shot World Championships. And she's in the bonus time. And Dixon, nothing for that guy.
Yeah, he ain't getting bonus.
No,
She just got into bonus time. It is over.
Yeah, this is the classic matchup of Dixon Kittle.
Yeah.
Went to Kittle.
You got to throw the record books when he's out the door.
I did. I threw him right out the door.
He did. I saw him do it.
I'll let the Clayton staff
I
pick
like
those
that.
up. Or Abbott.
I don't know if you guys know that, but that dude is from a long line of apple cider makers.
Is that right?
Yeah.
His family makes the cider. It's fantastic.
Yeah, the Dixon cider is just the best, and it's my favorite. Oh, okay, here we go. Hold on.
And Dixon has had some bad rounds. He's under 30 the last two.
Okay, here we go. Now we got Spellin versus
best of 3 here in this.
Somebody with 3 names.
It's been straight sets so far. Hopefully.
Oh my God, he's killing! Look at this Morris Carson guy.
3-game here, but so far.
Yeah, we're watching.
He's 9 feet tall. He's almost putting him, just like dropping him in there.
True, you're right.
Yeah, he was cheating.
He's going to make the bonus easy.
He's got an unconventional release. It's a little bit of an underhand.
You know what? It runs in the family. It goes everywhere.
Rancher miles from his hometown.
Oh, wait, they both made bonus time.
Both over 40.
Spelling, come on, buddy. Come on, don't give up.
What a
Morris Carson, though, putting on a clinic.
What a
absolute clinic.
Yeah, he needs to go to a clinic.
Let's get to the
as well.
Century Club. One more.
There he goes. Oh, one more. There it is.
And he's got it. 102. Very good.
Way to go.
Oh, man.
Man.
I'm so glad I was here to see this.
Spelling should stick with B's.
This truly is a where were you moment.
Where were you when the Power Trip watched?
Accustomed to them. They were accustomed to their home.
Papa Shot World Championship.
Yeah, you listened to it.
We should do an entire show of this. And
Zach had a great idea.
Yeah.
We do really need to Power Trip, and the Ocho need to join up, and we just do all their games, all their weird games.
Morris Carson, though, just can't miss.
We should have Minneapolis St. Paul put in a bid for the 2025 or 2026.
I don't think we have the hotels.
Let me talk to my friends at Minnesota Sports and Events.
Yeah, right.
Hey, what do we got to do to get a Papa Shot on stage Feb 6 at TI so Rubes can take on Sauce for prizes?
Great point. Go ahead and give him the prizes. Man.
I think his time's going to run out.
Yep. Get a lot of backspin.
And look at that.
Why is he clapping? No, don't do that. Spelling.
Everyone's very excited to be here.
I love the dynamic, though, the bonus time, especially when the opponent doesn't get it.
I know.
There you go.
They're just literally running up the score right now while the opponent just has to stand there.
I can't believe that guy's name is Tori Spellin.
Now we have a full bracket set. And
A lot of respect amongst a couple of great competitors.
A lot of respect.
Handshakes, hugs.
I'm going to tell you right now, if they give me a chance, I can make that game exciting. Son of a bitch, he's done it!
That dude is so tall. He missed his calling. He was not a good basketball player.
Nope.
Everyone expected him to be. So now he's making up for it in the Papa
Look
Shot.
at this semifinal matchup up there.
It's all chalk, though. The top 4 seeds have advanced to the semifinals. This is so predictable.
I just came up with a genius idea.
Well, we'll be the judge of that.
The Ocho Olympics. Get this, get Big Buck, get Bull Shooter.
I don't know if it's a good idea, but I love the name of it.
That's a terrible name.
Get a bunch of and then like
Soggy Cracker.
Yes.
Soggy Cracker.
Zachary.
What am I going swimming?
I'll tell you
Cornhole.
Zachary, one of your dreams, of course, is to be a hockey play-by-play guy, correct? Whether it's TV or radio?
For sure.
What if the Papa Shot National Championships today called iHeart and said, we want Zach Halverson?
National TV, baby. You got to go for it.
Right.
But you have to quit iHeart.
Yeah.
No, not that. No, sir.
But here's the thing. iHeart gets part of your appearance fee.
Okay.
Like, somewhere in the 16% range.
Oh.
Yeah. Because, you got to pay the agency for God's sakes. You know that.
No, of course.
No.
What are you talking about? What are you talking about?
All right. What really matters? Scores and stats around the world, the sports in between. Chris will change your life for something else.
I just say this, and I don't mean to be callous, but if I happen to be driving a Tesla truck, get the hell out of here.
That's dark.
Yeah, it is.
You gotta follow the news.
Yeah, you're damn right.
That's what really matters, right? All right, let's do wild news quickly, even though we mentioned it last segment. Brought to you by our friends at Catalyst Supply and CatalystSupplyCo.com. Boost your build, you contractors out there in the Twin Cities. Boost your build with Catalyst. Wild won in a shootout 4-3 over the Capitals. Up next, at Carolina tomorrow at 6 o'clock. But the Wild get on the board with a Boldy shootout goal. He was the only one that scored in the shootout. The Wild win 4-3. But what really matters...
Well, hold on.
Oh, go on. Oh, yeah, the catalyst of the game.
Tom Reed's catalyst of the game.
We haven't done that in a while. I keep forgetting about that.
Marc-Andre Fleury, the 40-year-old, the old fart, is killing it still.
Yeah, he's an old fart.
In hockey terms, obviously.
Hockey terms.
Thank you.
Yep. All right, Flower.
Flower.
What really matters, though, is this.
Let's see. The number of U.S. retail stores that closed last year, 7,300, which is up 57% from 2023. That comes as America's chain companies have been hurt by record high inflation and the rise of online competitors.
No doubt.
Yeah. There are 7,300.
Do you guys ever drive by a store and you look at it and you go, I can't imagine why any human being would walk into that store for that product. Why wouldn't you just get that online?
Yeah.
There's so many stores. Like, how is that possibly sustainable?
Especially with the same day bit.
Right.
I can order something right now. It will be to my house, between 2 and 6 p.m.
Like the old Radio Shacks of the world. I can get batteries at Costco or online from Amazon. Why would I need an entire store of batteries?
That store was awesome.
I loved it, man. I hated Radio Shack.
I freaking loved
Every
it.
time my parents had to go into Radio Shack, I remember just looking around going, why would you want all these batteries? Who cares? Let's
You know
go
what I
home.
loved about Radio Shack batteries is it was gambling, whether or not
Yeah.
they were actually full of charge.
Correct.
You got home and you're like, let's try this one.
So that was the first time you scratched that itch.
That's right.
Dad, can we go to the Radio Shack? I want to get some double A's and see what happens.
Dad, my RC car's broken. Nope. It's a Radio Shack battery, buddy. Throw another one in there.
That's a fun game kids play.
It is. Look at that hotel. Boy, that's an asshole.
It's the best the Papa
Are
Shop
they doing this at a Holiday Inn Express?
They are.
Next to a
There's
big
nothing wrong with Holiday Inn Express.
Boy, somebody has shoved their ding dong in that thing.
Mr. Oh, my God.
This is rock bottom. They have a puppet as a sideline reporter.
He's doing the interview.
And he's talking to a lady about her shoes.
He's a Kermit the Frog-esque puppet that's a basketball.
I've at least racked up a 20,
And she has to
25
talk to
practice wins against them.
Undefeated in the household. How do they feel about that?
They're working hard to catch.
Well, they can keep working hard. I don't see them catching anytime soon. You've been on fire.
All right, thank you, Mr. Pop.
Good luck in the competition.
Thank you very much.
Back to you guys.
My God. What is going on?
He's got a suit on.
Think about this, Christopher. Think about this for a second. Let's say lightning strikes, and out of 10,000 people, I'm down to like the final 27 of the World Series of Poker, right?
Yeah.
I've essentially
your life.
Right. All-time adrenaline run, right? Like I'm feeling it. And some jackass with like a deck of cards puppet and I have to talk to like Mr. Deck about my sun run. Hey, you got 37 million in chips. How did you do it? And I'm like, this is rock bottom for me. I'm talking to a hand puppet.
Jeff Platt's lost his mind.
Exactly. Yeah, Jeff Platt's actually really good.
He's really good.
There are so many great poker broadcasters, but nobody knows them because they're poker broadcasters. There's some like legit talent in the poker
Caputo
world.
is kicking that ass. My God, this guy's good. All right, I'm turning off the TV.
Yeah, this is
This is getting to be too much.
All right, is it my turn or your turn?
Way
It's my
too
turn.
much into this.
The Celtics hang on and beat the Timberwolves 118-115. The second quarter really was the difference. The Wolves got rocked in the second quarter, 34-16. Randall 27, Nas 20, Ant just 15. Wolves fall to 17-16. Detroit is next, but Boston's up to 25-9. Detroit is hosting the Wolves tomorrow at 6 o'clock.
Look at Caputo's score. Wow.
100.
Keep going.
Is that a record?
It's got to be.
Holy smokes,
You
yeah.
got 137?
I know you just said you were done with it, but Mr. Pop has to interview him about that epic run. Right,
Mr. Pop has to give him a smooch.
Yeah. Mr. Pop's got to give him a Mr. Pop, I think.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, so the the Wolves are playing at Detroit Saturday night.
That's right.
And then the Vikings are obviously at Detroit Sunday night.
So maybe I'll
for
go to
all
that.
the marbles. So
yeah, right.
There you go. I think Detroit. I think the Pistons are still bad.
What I would like to know is the people who planned this trip out before the season started thinking the Vikings would be like, again, what Vegas said, 6-11 going into this, or 6-10, and just got some tickets to say, I figured they'd spend a weekend in Detroit, and it went from kind of a casual, just meaningless game to now the biggest regular season game in history.
Right. I got an email from my season ticket rep, though, for the Vikings saying there are tickets available for Vikings fans on a first-come, first-served basis. So I was shocked by that.
At face value?
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah. Should have bought them and turned around and sold them, but I ain't got time for that.
Well, you don't have to turn around. You just have to go on your
I suppose. Click. Yeah, the end of that Wolves game was frustrating. They had a chance. Yeah. Anthony Edwards, I think, was not expecting to be wide open and have a shot from three to tie it, because he took the most off-balance, ridiculous, goofy shot, and he could have actually dribbled it and taken a nice, easy shot and had a chance to tie it, send it into OT. But they looked out of sorts. He also missed a wide-open layup shortly before that. So the limited amount of Wolves basketball I've watched the past week, he has not looked good.
This son bitch is awesome. He's so good.
Should we trade Anthony Edwards for Caputo straight up?
Straight up.
I mean, Caputo's shooting it from 4 feet away, but he is more accurate than Rudy from 4 feet out.
He's more accurate than, I bet he could lay up the ball better than Anthony Edwards did last night.
Hey, back to Lions Vikings for a second. It is weird that Jared Goff was the number 1 overall pick in the draft, and Darnold was 3rd, but it doesn't feel like it because of their career paths. Right?
Yeah.
Goff's had a solid career, but the way that he kind of got dismissed from the Rams, and they move on and win a Super Bowl immediately with Stafford, and he gets sent to Detroit just to rot, and then of course they build around him. In Detroit, it just doesn't feel like he was the number 1 pick and that Darnold was the 3rd.
Yeah.
If their careers had lit up the world right off the bat, and obviously Goff did that way more than Darnold did, this would feel like an epic matchup, but it still kind of feels like they shouldn't be here.
Yeah, it's kind of the blue collar.
Yeah. Felt like they both earned it.
Yes,
Oh my God.
100%.
The lady who had to talk to the basketball guys winning.
And the fact that the teams combined 875 winning percentage is the highest in an NFL season finale since 1977, when the 12-1 Broncos met the 11-2 Cowboys. And it's the first regular season game in NFL history between two teams with 13 or more wins. It's nuts.
Historic, yeah.
Nuts.
It's crazy. It's nuts. It's going to be a little after 7 o'clock Sunday night right here on The Fan, your home for Minnesota Vikings football. Lions and Vikings on The Fan on Sunday. More of what really matters after this. Marnie in 40 minutes. Carly in about an hour. Initials at 8:15 with Zach Halverson, who made the finals last year. Zach Halverson, Carly, Marnie, and Hawk square off in game number 1 of 2025.
Head over to our contest page and enter for your chance to win a pair of free passes to see Den of Thieves 2 Pantera.
There you go, Tommy.
Starring O'Shea Jackson Jr. and Gerard Butler.
Gerard.
Coming to theaters January 10th. KFAN.com keyword contest to enter.
So wait a minute. Do you not know Gerard Butler, or you don't know how to pronounce Gerard Butler?
It's spelled Gerard.
Okay, that's
is that a misspelling?
Yeah.
Okay, so that
makes more sense that you said Gerard.
I'm like, that's something wrong. I'm not familiar with Gerard Butler as well.
Yeah, you are.
Yeah, he's the guy from 300.
Yeah, the main guy.
I haven't seen 300.
Oh, man.
Okay. Well,
Zach,
you need to watch it today.
You would love 300.
Yeah.
Okay.
You're going to watch it 300 times.
Here's the end of the Wolves game.
Randall will trigger in with the Wolves down by 3, 118-115. Randall gets it off to Ant. One dribble, he'll rise up straight away. 3, it's off the front rim. No, at the buzzer. Had it gone, it would have tied the game, and we would have gone to overtime for the 3rd time in the last 5 minutes. Boy, Ant had a pretty clean look.
And I think everybody has been playing good on my team besides me. So I got to figure out ways to help them. I mean, because they've been hitting shots lately. So I got to figure out a way to get myself involved in the offense by not letting the double team take me out. So I'll figure it out.
Yeah, we can ask Marnie about it in about a half an hour or so. But Ant's not putting up the greatest numbers the last couple of games.
No.
Just 15 last night.
You know who put up good numbers is Sam Darnold. Here's JJ talking about his quarterback making the Pro Bowl.
Oh, that's big. I feel more proud, for him to be Pro Bowl than me. For him to go through what he has, gone through, and for him to come here and to have 14 wins, to be a Pro Bowler, and I'm pretty sure he's going to be an All-Pro as well. So it's just all of that goes into it, and it's just good to see that from the inside out, and I'm just excited for him.
How many quarterbacks make the All-Pro list? Is it just one per team? One per first team, or is it two first teamers?
Oh, the All-Pro team, I'm not sure.
Because Lamar Jackson and Josh Allen are going to be ahead of him. Joe Burrow is going to be ahead of him.
Yeah, there's first team and second team.
Yeah. But how many per team? Just one quarterback or two quarterbacks?
One quarterback.
One quarterback.
For the first team, one quarterback for the second team. Yep.
Okay. Well, then that means he's not going to be All-Pro. But awesome season.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Lamar's having a ridiculous year. Have you seen Lamar Jackson's stats? They're preposterous.
Ridiculous.
What is his touchdown to interception ratio? 10-1? 9-1? It's something like that. I think he's thrown 4 picks and has something like 30-something touchdowns.
It is 39 touchdowns, 4 interceptions.
Almost 10-1. Jeez, that's insane.
Yeah.
Good for him.
ESPN's got Josh Allen being the leader.
For what?
All-Pro.
For most likely number one?
Yeah.
For
that
MVP,
makes sense too.
MVP as well. But a lot of it is because some of the voters, and it's stupid, saying, well, Josh probably deserves it. And Lamar's already had a couple. That should have nothing to do with that.
Well, how about, I even saw J.J. Watt yesterday speaking of the Pro Bowl. He's like, all you have to know about the Pro Bowl is that they already announced the Pro Bowlers and the season's not over.
Yep.
So I think J.J. thinks the Pro Bowl's, the way that they do it, is a joke as well.
Yep.
Season's not over. How can you already have end of season awards or performers when the season's not over yet? That makes no sense.
Although this week there are a handful of games that don't matter. Saquon sitting.
There were last week too.
Josh Allen, right? And Josh Allen's going to start the game and then go to the bench to keep the streak alive. So if there is, this week you could announce Pro Bowl. That's fine, I think.
Yeah. Well, just in general. Just wait. Why not just wait a week?
You could, yes.
Alabama quarterback Jalen Milroe declared for the 2025 NFL Draft. We've heard about Shedeur Sanders being towards the top of the draft, about Cam Ward being towards the top of the draft. I'm not exactly sure where Milroe's projected to go, but he's headed for the draft. We'll see. Maybe he's one of those guys like J.J. McCarthy that all of a sudden in 5 months is a top 12 pick because stock just rises out of nowhere.
And the lack of other options this year.
By the way, speaking of J.J. McCarthy, he's like a hot name the last 48 hours, Zachary. You see Colin Cowherd had a big breakdown. A whole bunch of other people are, Seahawks fans are begging for J.J. McCarthy.
Yeah, I bet they are.
Let's move on from Geno Smith and trade
good luck
with the Vikes to get J.J.
Bite me.
So you're
He's
against
not
that?
Going anywhere.
Oh, he might.
No, he's not.
What if he does?
Love him here.
You sounded like Christopher Walken.
There clearly is, by the way, no limit.
There's not.
There's no limit in the quarterback room.
Again, your walk-in sounds like Andrew Dice Clay every single time.
Why do you do that?
Every time. What really matters?
See?
What really matters is this.
No.
Apple TV Plus is going to stream live this weekend. Service is going to be free of charge through the 5th. First time the company's done this, and it comes just days after it suggests that its content may soon be available to non-subscribers.
What?
Yeah.
Non-subscribers?
That's what it says.
That means ads are around the corner.
Yeah, screw that.
When is Severance Season 2 coming out? This month, right?
Oh.
Hang on.
Which is fine because it's ridiculous now paying
Jan
for
17.
DirecTV or Xfinity or whatever, and then having Max,
Apple
TV, Paramount Plus. I have all of them, and it's like I'm spending more in the subscriptions than I am in DirecTV.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
So at some point, something's got to give.
I agree.
Throw some ads on there. That's fine.
2 weeks from today, Jan 17, season 2. It's only taken, 2 or 3 years. Man.
Better be good then.
It will be. Did you see season 1?
I have not.
Oh, boy. One of the all-time best seasons in the history of television.
Really?
Yep. That good.
I still need to finish Succession.
Fantastic.
I stopped in season 3.
It's a top 10er of all time. No doubt. Fantastic finish, too.
Good.
My turn or your turn? You just did that bit. The Gopher basketball team got blown out. They were neck and neck with number 20 Purdue at halftime. They were just down 28-27, but they get smoked in the second half, 53-34, and go on to lose 81-61 to the 20th ranked Boilermakers. Dawson Garcia with 20 points, but the Gophers lose again. Yikes. What really matters is this.
I checked this because it seemed ridiculous, but I found multiple sources. A doctor operating on a cancer patient accidentally transplanted the disease into themselves in what is believed to be a one-of-a-kind event. A 32-year-old man from Germany has been diagnosed with a rare type of cancer and was having a tumor removed from his abdomen. While in surgery, the doctor performing the procedure accidentally cut his hand, but the wound was disinfected and bandaged immediately. However, 5 months later, the 53-year-old surgeon noticed a lump developing where he had injured himself and sought care. The lump turned out to be a malignant tumor, and tests showed it was genetically identical to the cancer suffered by his former patient.
Insane.
I'm going to go ahead and raise my hand here.
Yeah.
And admit something that I want to see if anybody else is willing to admit.
Yeah.
Did anybody else know that cancer was transferable?
No, that's what I'm saying. I don't think anybody, I don't know. It's what, right.
I mean, that literally sounds like, how we were worried about HIV getting through bloodstreams, right? Like open wounds or I mean, I had no idea that was a thing.
And it makes more sense to me now after I had that cancerous tumor removed from my neck last year. The doctor had said there was no spillage. They kept everything. So I was like, spillage, does that mean? And he alluded to the fact that if they didn't get enough around it, that if you leave some in there, it could spread. Or if you broke open the tumor, it could potentially spread. Then I asked him, I said, so hypothetically, would it be bad if a guy was using that tumor to press the spin button on a slot machine? Mm-hmm. And he was like, yeah, I mean, I wouldn't do that. And I was like, okay, well,
enough of that.
I did that 2,000 times last weekend. But yeah, so that must be, and this sounds obviously like a much crazier cancer.
About that you were spinning with your tumor.
Yeah, we called it tumor spins. Mm-hmm. And we actually, Tim and I made a huge comeback that night. We actually came up ahead. So, yeah, so it does make sense, although this sounds a lot more spreadable.
Yeah.
Ayo. So he got a tumor in his hand yeah.
where he cut himself, yeah.
Good Lord.
I know.
Josh Caputo is your 2024 Papa Shot National Champion. He gets a trophy and a $25 Chipotle gift card.
That's right, Cor. 69. He hit 68.9% of his shots. He had 69 shots per game, averaging 120 points per game in the new, of course, scoring and bonus time format.
You didn't need to say that. We knew that.
Posted a high score of 157 in the final.
Chris, did it say that he was able to successfully get that removed and
yes.
he's good now?
Yeah.
Okay, good.
That's scary, though. I didn't know that was possible. We're learning. See, there we go. That is the thing that we learned today on the power trip that we need to retain. That's possible. We can do this.
Yeah.
I believe in us. NFL games tomorrow. There's 2 of them. 3:30 and 7. The 3:30 game, Cleveland at Baltimore. And then the 7 o'clock game, the Bengals at Pittsburgh.
Yes.
The Bengals with that massive win last week against the Broncos. And fighting.
They need to win. Mm-hmm. I think they will. Plus, they need a Denver loss and a Miami loss or tie. And then they would clinch a playoff berth.
It might be too little too late for Cincinnati, but again, with that offense, would you want to run into them in the postseason with Burrow on fire and Jamar Chase and T. Higgins? I wouldn't.
No.
But they need a lot of help to get in. They have to win starting tomorrow night.
Right. So, I mean, Kansas City, as good as they are, I think that they don't want to match up with them either. So they have nothing to play for. They could go ahead and let Denver win. I would much rather want Denver. I would much rather have Denver in the playoffs than Cincinnati. So they sort of control that as well.
Yeah, I mean, just think about what you just said. Who would you rather face in round one, Bo Nix or Joe Burrow?
Right.
Like
it's not even close.
Nix has played well this year, but you'd still be like, I don't want to face Joe Burrow and those receivers.
He's been historically good down the stretch.
Yep, he's lightened it up. Well, a lot of people are saying if his record was different, he'd be in the MVP conversation.
Correct.
But when they were 4-8, pretty much did it. But I think they've won 4 straight.
And you give them a somewhat competent defense. Mm-hmm. That's a really dangerous team.
But what really matters is this.
Okay, you ready?
Yep. Let's learn.
This is a Office Jeopardy style quiz.
Love it.
For $200. Which Office guy said, this is a great line, never heard this. If I had a gun with 2 bullets and I was in a room with Hitler, Bin Laden, and Toby, I would shoot Toby twice.
It's Michael.
Yeah, it was Michael Scott.
That's funny.
That's funny. For $400. On The Office, Flonkerton is predictably played by racing with boxes of this product strapped to your feet.
It was just boxes of paper.
You are correct.
Yeah. That's kind of like we have out here by the printer, just a giant box of paper.
For $600. He killed Sprinkles, the cat of his sometime love interest, Angela.
Mm-hmm.
Who was it?
It's Dwight. The rest of it gave it away, but
yeah.
you could have asked me the name of the cat, I would have known it. Sprinkles.
For $800. He spilled the beans on making his famous chili.
Kevin.
Golly. For $800. Who sang The Demon Barber of Fleet Street?
That's Andy Bernard.
Jesus.
Well, it was his play. Yeah, he was... Is that what they're looking for?
Yeah,
they're looking for
you're
Andy?
right. Yeah. Sweeney Todd. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that one's
These are pretty easy, to be honest.
Yeah.
Most Office fans are going like, yeah, give me something hard here. Those are easy so far.
Come over here.
Calm down.
I've been involved with many cults. You have more fun as a follower, but you make more money as a leader.
That's Creed.
Yeah, of course. One of the 2 real-life BFFs who break down episodes of their sitcom. That's easy.
Yeah, Office ladies, Angela and Jenna.
A book with no pictures. Who gave that away?
A book with no pictures?
Yeah. This guy from The Office gave kids and their parents the book with no pictures.
Gave kids and their parents a book with no pictures. Wow, that's not ringing any bells. Do you know this one, Zachary?
No.
It's either Rainn Wilson, John Krasinski, or BJ Novak.
Oh, so this is in real life for the characters?
Must be in real life.
Because I don't know this at all.
No.
It was BJ Novak.
He wrote a book called A Book with No Pictures?
I guess so.
Maybe that's why we missed it. I thought it was an actual reference.
Caputo's kids are so proud standing by him with the trophy.
Aww.
It was like when Chloe was so proud of me when I won the major up at Detroit Lakes.
Yeah.
The book with no pictures.
What is it about here? Anybody know?
It's about
sex.
So you did get stumped on one.
Well, but okay, this is not show related though. He actually wrote a book in real life.
Oh.
That's why I missed it. Never heard of it.
Okay. There you go. You did well. I'll give it to you.
That was fun.
Yeah, you can't have a question that is not... I mean, it's related to the show, but it's not involving a
The actual
storyline.
show.
Yeah.
Man, that's
too tricky.
Look, one of the all-time regrets in my life is not getting an Office showdown with Kirk Cousins before he left. Because he claimed he could roll.
He might be back.
He might be on our practice squad.
They're saying he might be back.
Man, that makes no sense, right? Even if Darnold leaves.
Yes, he was back.
We're going to have like 15 quarterbacks next
We
year.
got 5 right now.
An embarrassment of riches.
And JJ's going nowhere.
Well, that's not nice.
No, he's going to win a Super Bowl.
Okay, got it.
Our 5th in a row.
Who can I take on in an Office trivia challenge that's not Kirk Cousins now? Who else could do this?
Josh Jamel.
Is Josh an Office aficionado?
I don't know. I'm going to text him right now. He said we could call him this week. Let me see if he wants to come on the show today.
My guess is he's seen it. He got referenced once.
Did he really?
did.
Yeah, when Timothy Oliphant was Danny Cordray, the new traveling salesman, and Michael Scott kind of saw himself in Danny, even though that doesn't make any sense because Michael just thought, that's how attractive I am. He goes, does he remind you of somebody? And Kelly says, yeah, Josh Duhamel. And the whole room was like, yeah, I can see that. And Michael gets mad because the answer was supposed to be him.
That would be my career highlight if I were here, Josh. Like, if you get famous enough to where TV shows
reference you,
that's my dream.
Man, he gave me his new number, and I don't know which one it was.
Just text them all.
Yeah, I guess I can.
One of them will respond. Marty in like 20 minutes or so. Carly in like 30. We'll play initials at 8:15. And one of you out there has a shot at $81,500 with the St. Paul Federal Credit Union initials jackpot. We'll take one caller at 8:15. And if you guess the right initials, you could win $81,500 by listening to the Power Trip Morning Show. We're back after this on The Fan.